Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back to our show.
Yes, we're cruising right along here. I think we're slowly but surely getting our own little flow going.
Yeah. We're heading into the 20s as far as episodes go.
Holy moly.
Yeah. We need a name
Well,
for our listeners.
our shadows.
Yeah. Is that what you're going to go with?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Welcome
gotta
back,
follow us.
Shadows.
Yes, that's right. Our little shadows.
And if you
Uh,
don't follow already, follow us.
that's
If
right.
you're new, we
Welcome.
want our shadows.
You can always use more.
Yeah.
Anything new in your life that you're curious?
Uh, no, just working, debating if I want to move up in my position.
Oh, yes, big life decisions.
It is. Do
Yeah.
I want to work 5 days a week or keep my 2 to 3 12s? I don't know.
Wow, that's a tough choice.
It is.
Nothing too new in my life. Working. Summer.
Yeah.
It's busy. And it's
Yeah.
hot.
Very hot. It's 91
Yeah.
right now where I'm at.
Let me see what the real feel is in Dirty Myrtle right now. 104.
Ooh.
Yeah, we've been quite
Feels like
crisp.
99 here.
Feels like
Oh, it's
99. Yeah.
92. Feels like 99.
Hmm. Yeah, it's been really hot
Yeah.
here. Um, I think
Already
the whole
getting
East
the
Coast.
first itch.
Oh no, I always sweat there too. And the creases of my nose. I
Mm-hmm.
always sweat there, and the creases of my kneecaps sweat. I always have a
Yeah.
running joke that if it's really hot outside, my kneecaps will start sweating.
The front of mine don't, but the back of my knees do.
No, mine's the front. Like literally
Oh,
will start
weird.
dripping like it's a forehead dripping. Like I
That's
know
so
it's the
weird.
weirdest thing.
No, only the back of mine do.
Yep. So every once in a while, like, my knees are sweating. Stop. Ugh. But this is my case this week, and Kirsten knows nothing about it.
Nope.
So I think this will be pretty interesting. I do think I have written in here a trigger warning, but I'm going to just give one right off the bat of there are children involved in this. So just if that is not your vibe, no biggie. Tune in the next one.
Yeah, we try to refrain from those cases, so you won't hear them often on our show.
No, but this one, you'll see why I picked this one for
Mhm.
sure. So today I am talking about Marcus Wesson. He was born on August 22nd, 1946, in Kansas to parents Benjamin and Carrie Wesson. He was the oldest of four. He was raised mostly by his mother because his father was an abusive alcoholic who abandoned his family when Marcus was young.
That's a
Yeah, and uh, I mean, sadly, we were just talking about this not that long ago that all these cases, they all wind up having like really bad upbringing. And I think anybody who listens to other podcasts can be on the same boat of like, you feel bad for them and how they grew up, but
yeah.
choices
You
were
feel
made as
bad for the
adults.
kid.
Yes.
It's a common theme.
Yeah. And another common theme, his mother was a big religious fanatic and raised her kids attending the Seventh day Adventist church, which is Protestant, if you were unaware. Marcus dropped out of high school and joined the U.S. Army. He served from 1966 to 1968 as an ambulance driver in the Vietnam War.
Hmm.
Marcus left the military and moved to San Jose, California, where he moved in with Rosemary Solorio, who was a woman 13 years older than him with 8 children.
Come on.
By 1971, Rosemary had given birth to their first child together, a baby boy.
So
Marcus
9
only
children
ever... Yeah.
now.
Oh,
Ugh.
there's more than...
I'm nervous to have one. I can't imagine.
Right? Yeah, I'm having 0. So Marcus only ever worked a short time at a bank. He supported his family with welfare. He homeschooled the children and seemed unable to provide a stable environment for his family. So now I have in big caps, trigger warning. So here we go. Only 3 years after having their first child together, Marcus began abusing the children. He began not only sexually abusing the children, but he began mentally, emotionally, and physically abusing them with his religious ideology. His focus became 8-year-old Elizabeth. He sexually abused her until they were married when Elizabeth was 14 or 15.
He
And
married his
Marcus
daughter.
And Marcus was 34 at the time.
So is he not married to the woman he had the kid with?
Yep, he's married to them as well. You're catching a theme here yet as to what he is?
So he has 2 wives
So
and
far,
1 is his daughter.
The wife that he moved in with, Rosemary, has 8 children herself. Then they had one together. And then this is by marriage.
Wow.
Child.
What state is this that allowed this?
We're in Kansas. But you'll see, like, it's not like the marriage ceremony is not like traditional.
Okay.
Legal.
I hope not.
They got married when she was 14 or 15 and Marcus was 34. She was pregnant with their first child when they had gotten married because it was only a few months later that she had given birth to their first child. Elizabeth and Marcus wind up having 10 children together.
What?
One of them died as an infant.
So this man has 19 children?
Yep. At this point, yeah.
I'm stressed.
I'm stressed. Marcus married many of his daughters and nieces in home ceremonies. One of Marcus's nieces, Ruby Ortiz, testified that she remembered both her and Marcus placing their hands on the Bible while reciting wedding vows. They would be given a ring and a necklace to symbolize the marriage. Elizabeth's sister, who had a drug problem, abandoned her kids to be raised by Marcus and Elizabeth.
Oh, God. So now there's more children?
There's more children under their care.
Jesus Christ.
Because Elizabeth's sister, one of the kids from the beginning, now, because this is years later, left her children there and had a drug problem and had abandoned them there.
How on earth did they feed these kids?
Welfare. So this is a little rough. So Marcus raped 2 of his daughters and 3 of his nieces, which they all became pregnant.
Huh.
He had over 16 kids that I could count in my research that were like biologically his. Most of them born from abuse and incest. With all these children, if you remember, he is homeschooling them all. His curriculum was very messed up. Most of his teachings to the children were from the Bible. He mostly focused on passages about polygamy and words that he could twist what he wanted to teach, which was polygamy. That's what he wanted to teach these children.
The Bible talks about polygamy.
Yeah, there is polygamy in the Bible.
Never read it, so I don't know.
And you also learn, I have found that a lot of passages in the Bible can be like this as twisted to what you want it to mean, too. Make it mean whatever you want is a lot of the passages. And that's, I mean, that happens in the church, outside of the church, that happens everywhere. I'm not like, I'm just saying. So it says, he believed Jesus Christ was a vampire.
A vampire?
Yes. A witness stated he believed they were both immortal. So they are the same, since Jesus Christ and vampires are immortal. He even named one of his sons Java for Jesus Vampire.
What? Is this a joke?
No, it's not a joke.
Jesus Vampire, he named his child.
It's Jeva, Java, for Jesus Vampire. Like, he shortened Jesus Vampire and named his kid Java.
This man needs help.
Huh?
This man needs help.
Yes, he does. Yes. This, I think, is the reason he had an obsession with coffins. He collected them and told people he was making furniture. But actually, like you said, how was he feeding all these kids? Also, where are they all sleeping? The kids were sleeping in the coffins.
I gotta go. Bye.
I gotta go.
I mean, coffins are cool, but like having your children sleep in them, I don't know about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, if that's your vibe, if you sleep in a coffin every night, hell yeah, brother. You know? Like, and R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. That just, yeah. And Ozzy.
Yes, Prince of Darkness.
Yes. But yeah, if you're sleeping in a coffin at night, you do you. But I don't think your kids should sleep in a coffin.
No, unless it's their choice.
Yeah, yeah. So he wanted the kids to be prepared also for Armageddon. He wanted the kids to be prepared to shoot each other or themselves if it would come to that kind of circumstance.
He's teaching his children to shoot themselves.
Yeah, like, like mass suicide. If you haven't caught on yet, this is a cult.
I was gonna say this all screams cult.
Yeah, I've been waiting to to see if you finally asked me.
Family cult, which makes it weirder.
Yeah, because it's all family. Like, he just produced his own cult with incest.
Oh, incest.
He would make the kids refer to him as master or lord.
Oh, hell no.
Claiming he was God. He also referred to himself as J. von Marcus Pyre. Which, like vampire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got it. Marcus.
He's also Jesus Vampire.
Yes. He would keep the girls and boys separated because he didn't want them. He didn't want the girls to have other relationships besides him.
Oh God, that's disgusting.
He made the girls wash his hair and he had dreads. And he made them pamper him and wait on him.
I gotta see what this man looks like.
Oh, baby.
Oh no.
If
you're watching on YouTube.
Go. Yeah, wait, I gotta bring this. I want to see your reaction. Go look right now. I want to see your reaction.
Wow, okay. He's got quite the fro, I'll say. Not what I pictured.
No, right?
He's big too.
Yeah.
I'd be afraid of
And
him.
yeah, I would be afraid of him too. Look at them crazy eyes.
Yeah.
Yes. You can see us. We post pictures to go with our episodes on our Instagram. So find us at Lurking in the Shadows podcast. Lurking in the Shadows podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you watch us on YouTube, if not, please subscribe. Uh, there'll be pictures in the video, but if you just listen, you can follow us on Instagram to see any pictures we talk about.
Yes. So he's making all the girls pamper him. He's somebody's got to rub that ego of his. He was also teaching the girls as early as 8 or 9 different sexual acts. Wesson's abuse on the little girls would start around 8 years old. Yep. He raped he had raped all 5 of those girls that had became pregnant. And if you remember, Wesson is still moving the kids around, and at this time, he has found his way to California. Leading up to the murders, Wesson told his family he was going to move the kids to Washington State, where his parents lived. They had been living at this commercial structure for about 6 months. There was no heat, and it does get cold in California.
It was chilly when we were there.
Yeah, that's right. It was. They were walking around
in April. Yeah.
Yeah. To stay warm, the kids would sleep inside Wesson's collection of the antique coffins, and the nieces of Wesson and about 12 other extended family members found out about the move and did not want the children to be taken that far from California to Washington.
I was also going to ask, is there other family that knows about what's going on?
I didn't find anything of family stating, because a lot of the witnesses there is, I remember the family does try to intervene, and that's where then this murder comes in, is when the family tries to intervene, actually.
Okay.
So I never found a list of these 12 other extended family members that are finding out that he's planning on moving the children. I have no idea if they're just not giving them information as to why all these kids, how many kids, them being pregnant or whatever.
Right, so I'm wondering.
Later, I think I have a quote or a statement from Rosemary, which is a bunch of, I think I even comment on it down there, is it's a bullshit statement. And people had to have known. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah. They're just trying a blind eye. I don't know.
Yeah, there's no way. Because, these children, these are literal children that are pregnant. Or, so, you can't tell me unless
and
they're
just giving birth at home? Because if a hospital would have intervened.
No, they didn't say anything in the research that I had found. And then maybe if by the time Kirsten released this, if I find anything, maybe I'll try and dig a little deeper, put a little insert. But I couldn't find anything as to how they're getting away with this other than the homeschooling. He's not working. He's living off of welfare. And nobody's reporting anything.
Right.
Yeah. So when the 12 other extended family members found out that he was moving the kids that far, that was when they wanted to intervene. The nieces, Sofina Solorio and Ruby Ortiz, had rebelled against him and left their kids with Wesson, who is the father. So he is the father of those two, which those are the two nieces that he impregnated. I personally can't imagine being in a cult, so I'm sure they were just waiting for the right time and the right opportunity to get their kids out.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still sad to see that they kind of they abandoned their kids with him in this cult.
Yeah.
unfortunately. But that day came on March 12th, 2004, when the extended family members and the nieces that showed up to the property in Fresno demanded that the children be released. The conversation between the nieces and Wesson first started calmly, asking for the children. Some of Wesson's other daughters who joined the conversation at the door began demanding that the nieces address Marcus as master, and they called them religious slurs and were yelling at them to get off the property. Since the situation, and like, so for that shows like how brainwashed they were.
Yeah.
You know, like they're yelling at them to get off the property. He has total control over them because obviously they're living just under his thumb. Since the situation was escalating to the point some neighbors reported being able to hear the confrontation, the Fresno police were called out for a custody issue. When the police arrived, Weston was very cooperative, answering any questions, because police were just trying to figure out who had custody of the children at this time. Like, they're just thinking that there's some custody issue. After talking calmly with police for a little, Wesson excused himself to go inside, where he entered the back bedroom and closed the door. After almost, and this part gets me, this part grinds my gears. After almost an hour and a half, when Wesson came out of the back bedroom, he was covered in blood. When police entered the room, they found the bodies of 9 of the children in a gruesome pile, all dead from a single gunshot to their eye.
All didn't hear this?
Thank you.
Why did they let him disappear for an hour and a half while they're questioning him?
Yeah, that's what I'm
They
saying.
didn't want to follow him and be like, no, you can't go inside, or, oh, sure, well, we'll go with you.
They didn't have a warrant or anything, so they couldn't legally enter the residence, I guess. But they say, and I have the quotes later, they say they didn't hear any gunshots. You're telling me you didn't hear 9 gunshots?
Right, unless it was some sort of soundproof room, I don't know. Which, knowing his creepy ass, it might have been.
Maybe. I mean, he was in a big structure, so I mean, I didn't get any pictures on like the layout of the place, but maybe it was big. I don't know, but I'm telling you, I don't believe that.
But still, also after 5 minutes, I would have went looking for him. Like, what are you doing?
An hour and a half.
Why would they waste their time standing there for an hour and a half?
I don't know if they were just like chit chat with family.
Nothing else to do, nowhere else to be.
Yeah. All the other children were not home at the time, or it is likely they would have been killed as well. So I'm going to read these victims' names. Now, you have to understand a lot of these are, well, all of them were Marcus's children, and they very much enjoy unique names, okay? So I'm about to struggle hard, so buckle up, Buttercup. Sabrina April Wesson, age 25. Elizabeth Brahe Keena Wesson, age 17. Illabelle Carrie Wesson, age 8. Aviv Dominique Wesson, age 7. Jonathan St. Charles Wesson, age 8. Ethan St. Laurent Wesson, age 4. Marshy St. Christopher Wesson, age 1.
Oh my God.
Java St. Ladin Severpry Wesson was age 1. And Sedona Vadra Wesson was age 1.
That's also sad because it's not just his children he's killing, it's also his
child. Yeah, because so each one of these then was daughter, and granddaughter. So like, because they're both. daughter and grandniece, daughter and son and grandnephew, son and grandnephew, son and grandson, daughter and granddaughter, and daughter and grandniece were all their relations.
It's gross.
Is that not? Yeah. The police claimed they did not hear gunshots, but the neighbors reported hearing gunfire. Surviving members of the family testified that Wesson had total control over all of the members of the house and enforced a suicide pact if there was ever a threat to them being, or any kind of situation where they could be separated. Marcus was arrested and tried the following year in 2005. The defense they were going for was, I don't like how I said that. The defense they were going for was the older victim, 25-year-old Sabrina, was the one who killed everyone. There was no gunshot residue found on any of the victims or Marcus's, so they couldn't prove that he pulled the trigger.
That's surprising.
However, well, I mean, he's in there for an hour and a half. You know, he had blood on him. I guess he could have washed his hands.
Yeah.
However, the .22 caliber pistol was found near her body, and her DNA was found on the gun.
He probably rubbed her hand on it.
Exactly. You know, or when he placed it to that poor woman's face and pulled the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
DNA probably got on there. Even though they could not prove that Wesson pulled the trigger after deliberating for 2 weeks, the jury found Marcus guilty of 9 counts of first-degree murder and 14 counts of rape. They believed even if he didn't directly pull the trigger himself, he forced whoever did. On June 27th, 2005, Wesson was sentenced to death and is currently serving in San Quentin. He is 78 years old, and if you didn't know, California has stopped all executions since 2019. His wife, Elizabeth, gave a weeks-long emotional testimony in exchange for her immunity. She also claimed she had no idea the sexual abuse was happening, claiming how this was a quote from her, how was she supposed to know if the children didn't tell her? But I say, where are all these little girls getting pregnant?
Okay? Yeah, I was going to say, you have no questions about how your children are getting pregnant?
Exactly.
They don't leave the house. They're homeschooled.
Yep.
They don't have jobs.
Yep. So, like, that's what I said when I said earlier, like, bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit. Okay?
Absolutely.
I understand you're probably scared of this, man. I get it.
Right.
But, like, you're on the stand and this is what you're saying.
And these are your children that you chose not to protect.
Exactly. And you had them, you had how many of them before even getting with him, and then you continued to have children, and you've watched him impregnate all the children after that. So, like,
yeah.
I don't know.
So
like, to me,
there's to be charged in some way, but
some way you're guilty of something. You're guilty of something.
Yeah.
To me. During the trials, many of his children stood by their father. One of the daughters even wore the gold band representing their marriage to Marcus. Years later, though, after a lot of healing, I'm sure, 3 sons of Marcus's named Adrian, Serafino, and Dorian, who had stood behind him, later said it is in an interview that they now see their father for who he really is: psychotic, delusional, and narcissistic.
Yeah. And then some.
Yep. That is the sick, twisted little case of the cult leader you may not have ever heard of.
Yeah, that was crazy.
9 people dead.
Sick bitch.
Right? I just came across this case Googling it, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I didn't even put anything in cult leaders and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
It just popped up, so I thought, I know it was a heavy case. I know. Those will be sprinkled in, obviously, every once in a while.
Yeah.
But all those victims, their story still needs to be told, even though it's
no matter how uncomfortable it is.
Yes. Tune in next time, I guess. Kirsten's episode.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, you got any plans? You want to give them any teasers?
I think the one that will come after this is a disappearance.
Kirsten's favorite.
Yep.
Shocker. Well, make like a shadow and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at
Lurking in the Shadows podcast.
Check us out on TikTok at
Lurking in the Shadows pod.
And if you have any questions, concerns, or case suggestions, shoot us an email at
Lurking in the Shadows podcast at gmail.com. And keep looking around for our next episode. Bye.